So let's continue our work by building the up bar for the full cart screen in this checkout section. So let's get started. So instead of returning a cart empty screen in here and cart full screen, I will just cut this and return a scaffold in here that contain a body of only a cart screen. And let's cut this and paste it in here. And save it. Nothing will change. So let's wrap this widget again by a scaffold. Change this to body and let's start working on the up bar. So up bar, that it will take some action, but let's build the title first. So title that take a text. So in here it will take the cart item count and it will take a icon button in here. So icon button that will take pressed. Later it will return an alert dialog and it will take an icon. So let's add an icon. Type icons and I will choose the feather dot trash. We may use this icon many times in the future, so let me cut this, go to our icons class, paste it in here. Let me copy this. Let's name this trash, and instead of this let's return this one. So let's use it in here. So my app icons dot trash, just like this. Let's save our app. Let's restart it. So here it is. Now let's start building the checkout section. So for that I will create a new widget. I will name it as checkout section and it will return a container. I will give it a decoration of box decoration that will take a border. As you can see, it contains a border in here, so let's add it. So border, type border, that it will take top border, so I'll choose top. It will take a border side. I'll give it a color of colors.gray and width of 0.5. Now to use this checkout section, this scaffold has a specific argument. It's called bottom sheet. So let's use it and paste our checkout section. Let's save our app. So it didn't appear yet because nothing in here. So let's continue. So now we gonna need a row. It will take children's. Don't forget to add a child. And first children, it's going to be a button. We can just copy this button in here that we created before, but I prefer to do it in another way and to share more info with you. So let's start building it. I will initialize a material and I will give it a color of colors.red. It will take as a child an inkwell, so child inkwell. It will take on top and it will take border radius dot circular 30, and as a child it will take a text named it checkout. Let's do some styling for it. So style, text style. It will take a color of theme dot of context dot text selection color, this one. And as you can see, we can't access the context in here, so let's add a build context. I'll name it cityx in here. You can name it anything that you want, so let's change this to cityx. And let's add the font size. I'll give it 18, and the font weight of font weight dot weight 600. Let's try this now, save it, or get an error. So we need to add the context in here, so just add the context, save it now. So it appeared in here. So let's add some padding now for the text, and let's add some padding for the row. Save it now. So it appeared like this. So we need to add this border circular also to the material. Save it now, and it appeared like that. We can wrap this material by a new widget called the expanded widget, and you'll see what this widget can do. So let's save our file again. So it takes all the space that can take it on the screen. Let's keep it like this for now, and give this text a text align of text align dot center, just like this. Now we need to add some other text. So we need to add the total and the actual price. So I'll add two text views. So I will copy this again, and I will paste it in here, and paste another text in here. I will name this total, and in here total. I'll just give it a number. So US $, and let's say just like this. We are not going to take this, so I'll just delete it, and I will change this color to colors.blue, and I will change this font weight to weight of 500. Let's save it. So it looks like this. Now, if you may notice, there's some spacing between these two widgets. So to fix that, you can just delete this expanded widget, but I don't prefer it. And you can wrap, and you can add a main axis alignment in here, main axis alignment dot space between, but it will not work. So let's comment this. And you can add a new widget called spacer in here. It will take all the available spaces between this widget and the other widget in a row. So let's save it. So it appeared like this. So we can keep it just like that, but I will show you something. So if we type flex in here and give it a value of 2, it's by default 1, so I'll give it 2 now. Let's save it. So its width changed. You can change it as much as you want, but I will just keep it like this for now. So later on in this course, we are going to display the whole items that the user added to his cart. So to do that, we are going to need a list view.builder. So instead of this widget in here, I will choose as a body list view.builder. It's going to take some parameters such as the item count. I will give it a static number for now. I will choose 5. And it's going to take an item builder. It will take build context. I'll name it cityx, and an integer. I'll name it index, and it will return the widget that we created, the cart full screen. So let's save it for now. This picture doesn't appear clearly, so I will change it. I will choose this one. So I will copy the link, go to cart full and paste it instead of this one, just like this. Let's save it again. So here it is. Now you may notice that this widget is hiding a part of the last item in the cart. So to fix that, we can just wrap the list view by a container, and let's give it a margin to the bottom. So edge inset dot only to choose the bottom, and I will choose, let's try 40, save it. Let's try 60. I think it will be better. And I'm going to change the SKU in here because it will take an integer later. So let's go again to cart full, go down to this text view, change this, and I will type any number in here. Let's save it again. So that's it for this video. See you in the next tutorial. Before that we continue building our code, let's make some changes in our design appearance. For that I want to change this gradient color and the background color for this container and the checkout button color. So let's get started. For that I have already opened up the Flutter color documentation, and we can just search for gradient in here. And let's change this color and this color. So we can just change them from the color consts. And we need to change this and this one. As a start, I will choose the purple color. So this color. Let's just type it in here. So 9C 27B0, just like that. And the first one I will choose the pink color, so this one. Let's just delete this in here and type the new color in it. So E9 1 E6 3. So let's restart our application. As you can see, the color appeared in here, and in my opinion it looks better. So now let's change the checkout color. So let's copy this one. Let's copy the whole decoration for this container. Let's go back to cart, go to the checkout section. Here it is. And let's wrap this material by a container and give the decoration for it. We need to import this class. Restart our application again. So here it is, but we need to delete the red color from here. So we need to use the transparent color. So here it is, but it doesn't have a rounded corner. So for that we can just copy this one or cut it. It doesn't matter if we keep it or not in here. And we can add it in here. So let's save it now. So here it is. So now you see how much the color const class is efficient. So you can change the color from one class and use it for many widgets. Now let's change this color background. So let's head over back to the cart full. So for that I will just delete this and I choose the colors dot blue. Let's save it. So this one in my opinion looks better than before. Let's try the light theme. And one more thing, let's create a new folder called widgets. And let's move the cart full and cart empty file to it. So drag it into it. I did that for more optimization for our code because this is not actually a screen. This is only a widget. It doesn't contain a scaffold. So let's just keep inside the screen the files that contain a scaffold. So just like this one that contain a scaffold and this one and the others. Now we need to fix this. Just delete this and import it again. And do the same for this one. Just like that. If we save it, nothing will change. So that's all for this video. See you in the next video.